Hi and good morning and welcome to Active Bryant Systems. I just want to talk to you today about the soul retrieval that I did yesterday with an amazing shaman and how it's really helped me and really opened me up more and why I did it and the process of doing the soul retrieval. So the first thing that I've been doing is that I had to research on the internet to find an amazing shaman. I went to one and that one wasn't so amazing. And then I went to another one and she was really bad, in my opinion. And then I found the third one who has worked with the Peruvian shamans. She's worked with 8 shamans. She's written her own book. She's a very special lady. And while doing the soul retrieval work with her, I connected to many lineages ago of where something happened that blocked me, which affects me in my life now. So obviously this type of work, you've got to have an open mind and you've got to be willing to look at things in a different way compared to what you may be taught by religion and stuff like that. So I've been reading this book by Alberto Villoldo, which is called Minding the Past and Healing the Future with Soul Retrieval. Okay, so with soul retrieval, you ain't got to take drugs, you haven't got to do anything like that. You've just got to see a really good shaman that knows what they're doing and has practiced for a long time. This lady's been practicing for 6 years, and she studied with the best shamans around the world, and she goes out to Peru on a regular basis and meets up with shamans around the UK, which I really like that. The other thing with the soul retrieval is that you may have a blockage in your life now that people might say, oh, you're too this or you're too that, or maybe you should look at changing this, or maybe you should look at changing that. So that is all well and good. But I believe, and what I've learned in Alberto Villoldo's book, is that some of that stuff can be trapped from lineages of 1,000 years ago, because really we've been here many times. So many people have said to me, I'm a very old soul. So I can see things happening before some other people can see what's going to be happening to them in their lives. So I can preempt what's going to happen, so I try and change it or not make that mistake. Doesn't always work, but 95% of the time it does. So in Alberto Villoldo's book, he explains that when you've got illness and disease, that illness and disease that you're getting now may have come to you from ancestry and stuff like that. And he believes that he's an anthropologist of 25 years and been working with the shamans for 25 years. And he believes that the medical model doesn't work because you're just putting a drug inside the body that causes lots of side effects, that gets rid of that problem, but then causes a lot more problems. And I agree with that too. So with Alberto Villoldo's work of, looking at the body in a very holistic way, and looking at the body from a spiritual element. So we got, in his opinion, we've got 8 chakras that come through the body. And these 8 chakras, they all connect to each other. And they can all represent which are different problems and elements in the body. So if you've got a heart problem, you may have a love problem, because the heart problem is related to the chakra, the love chakra. If you've got a lower back issue, that may be related to the first or second chakra. If you've got a gut issue, that could be related to your 3rd chakra, which is your power and self-will chakra. So by doing a soul retrieval, it enables you to unblock these patterns that you learn in the lineages that you've been born with, which you can change now. Okay. But obviously you need somebody that's a proficient healer in which to be able to take you into soul retrieval, help you to change that element and come back again. And this involves a drumming as well as opening up sacred space. So we just talk about sacred space now. So when you're opening up sacred space, you're asking for great spirit to come into your area of where you're doing the healing. So Alberto Villoldo brought out some cards which I bought, which are really good for my memory and help me to connect to that animal that I need to call in, the spirit of that animal which I need to call in. So one is the hummingbird, which is there. So the hummingbird is for the love chakra. Okay. So the next one is great snake. Okay. So that's for the first chakra. Then you got jaguar, which is for the second. Then you got condor, which is for the third. Okay, so not all the chakras are represented by these images, okay, but then you ask great Father Sky and Mother Earth in which to come into the room, and then she asked all the shamans that she's worked with come in and help with the healing as well. So this to me was like really amazing, and I've been doing this type of work now for a couple of months, and I found that it's very, very powerful. So you have to close sacred space as well. So when you go and see a shaman and you decide this is something that you need to investigate and can help you grow, you need to make sure it's somebody that's highly recommended, somebody that's been practicing it themselves, and somebody that you just have a real connection to. So if you go to Alberto Villoldo's website, he talks about the light body, and he's written 12 books. So the guy is very, very clever, writing books, lots of videos and DVDs, that can help educate you as well. So he believes, and I believe now, is that you've got this energy light body that's around the body. And that if this energy light body around the body is not clean or pure or not balanced, this is what causes illnesses and diseases and problems. So now the medical fraternity, hospitals and places like that, and some doctors now are starting to become more open to spirit energy and how it can change the body. Like you can go and have a crystal healing. You can go and have a Reiki healing session, okay, in which to really heal and balance your body, okay? But obviously, it's not like straight away. It's something that you've got to work on yourself. So every shaman or everybody that I've come into contact with say that you've got to do the work yourself. So if you look at in the medical fraternity, it's all about take this drug, it's going to get rid of your problem. Not look at your self-sabotaging problems. Not look at the way that you're breathing or the way that you're moving or the way that you're talking or the way that you're treating other people. Because remember that we're all connected. Every one of us is connected. So anyone that you hate or you say that you hate, you're really hating yourself because we're all interrelated and connected. And they're proving that in the science more and more. Most white people have got an African gene. So that's the oldest gene is in Africa. Most people can be more feminine than male in their energy fields, or they may be more male than feminine. And I've seen this in many clients. Some clients will come to me and they're very full on, in your face, alpha male. And I've got other clients that are very flowy, very easy to get on with, no alpha male issues, no father issues, and they could be really easy to work with. But it isn't until that you become open-minded that you start to see these types of things in people. And the more and more you see that, the easier it is to help them. So if somebody's really yin, they need to be a bit more yang. If somebody's really yang, they need to be a bit more yin. And there's special techniques that I use in which to help the client do that. But really, I'm just the vessel in which to help that person learn about themselves on a much, much deeper level. So doing the work on myself is enabling me to help other people at a much deeper level, because I'm going with myself at a much deeper level. The shamans in Peru say that you can only help people at the element or the level that you've done your own healing. So there's many practitioners that I've seen out there that are maybe overweight or very yang or very, oh, that person's just doing that for money and stuff like that. So I see that as a blockage. And so really these people or these types of practitioners can only help people at a certain level. So the more that you practice yourself, the more that you work on yourself, the easier it is to see and help others. So my soul retrieval was very, very good. So in soul retrieval, you learn about a power animal that can help you, which mine was the owl. There was a lost boy in my soul retrieval, and he was on a beach playing with shells, and that's one of my gifts, is the shell. On top of that, we learn about why I have to fight for lots of things in my life. Not physically fight, but things can be quite challenging. And I learned why that happens and how to rectify and how to change that with affirmations and doing the prayer work and stuff like that in which to change it. So to me, this system is hugely interesting, to know that your lineages or your lives before affecting you now. And if you don't correct what happened before, it may stay with you until death. And then if you believe whether we just die and that's it, I don't believe in that. If you believe in that we just die and that's it, this may follow you on a karmic level. So by knowing your power animal and your gift, you can connect to that when you get problems and ask the power animal what you need to do, and the gift will show you the way to go. Okay, I know this already seems really out there, really way out there. But you just got to have an open mind and maybe research, read some books and start to understand, maybe go and see a shaman, maybe go to a seminar, and this will help you to look into yourself at a deeper level. But I know that many YouTubers won't like this and don't understand this because it's never been spoken about before, or all they know is, oh, if I get a problem, I pray to God and God sorts it out. Not, I've got a problem that I may have caused in many, many lives that I may need to change in which to progress in my life. There's a great DVD that anyone that's interested in shamanism should read is, not read, I'm getting a bit tired. It's called The Horse Boy. And in that, the young kid has got dyspraxia, and he's got attention deficit disorder, and he's got all these different disorders, and his family are very stressed out because they want to help the boy and help him to be a normal boy. So then what they do is they take him to see all the shamans around Peru to see if they could get him to change. And they do at the end, but the process of getting there is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend to watch the Horse Boy DVD. It will really educate you about shamanism and how it can help you understand what it's all about on a much deeper level. So that was a little bit about my soul retrieval yesterday, and I'll be posting more and more videos on shamanism as I experience more and more stuff and as I become more and more open. So I hope you've really enjoyed my video today. Can you please subscribe that way, and please comment at the bottom, please spread it out everywhere, and I'll send you some love for doing that. Okay, lots of love to all you YouTube people out there, and lots of love to everyone that's subscribing, everyone that's commented. If you need any help, go to activebryantsystems.com or send me an email. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.